Hello again, everyone. Hope you're all well on this Wednesday. What a Wednesday. What a day. You remember back in the day when you used to ride, if you did like us, ride roller coasters and they'd strap you in the car, and right before that thing took off, they would say, remember, keep strapped in, keep your arms and hands inside the cars at all times. Man, hold on to your hat. We still got a trade war, a major trade war going on right now with China. I'll get to them in a minute. But Trump made a big move today, saying that he was going to pause all the reciprocal tariffs on all other countries for 90 days. Now, this sent the stock market on a surge. Whew, that's a big one. They're saying that this surge was 2,700 points. The biggest rally in 5 years, y'all. Think about that one. I know it can go up and down and all, but man. Anyway, again, he has put a 90-day pause on reciprocal tariffs on all the other nations. During this time, it will be a 10% tariff during the 90 days right now. This came after China went from a 34% to a 84% on all U.S. goods coming in. Like I said, we still got a big trade war going on right now. Trump put a higher tariff on all Chinese goods, goods coming in from China, 125%. Wow. He said that China will realize that the days of ripping off the USA and others is no longer sustainable or acceptable. Now, they went on to say that more than 75 other countries have called on the United States to renegotiate their tariff deals. That's good news, too. People walking around me, got to make sure the doors are locked. Not a threat, but you never know. Always scanning. Always scan, right? But yeah, over 75 countries are going to come to the table. He said that they already are now. While I was driving, I was listening to him take questions in the Oval Office from the press as he is schooling some of these idiots. One guy asked him, said, well, if this was not your strategy all along, why have some of your staff been saying that this is not a negotiation? Talking about the last several days. And Trump said, well, a lot of times it's not a negotiation until it is. He said it's not a negotiation until it is a negotiation. Man, these people, he's having to school them a little bit. And they still don't understand. But yeah, the Dow surges. We'll see what happens going on now. The big fish still China. You know, there's a definite trade war going on right there. Now, y'all, before I go any further, stay tuned. I have a terrific passage I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. I don't think I've ever read this one before. It's very good. It's super encouraging. Stay tuned. If you need some encouragement, some hope, all right, stay with me. I'm also going to talk about another spot in the world that we need to keep in mind and keep our eye on that has me probably the most concerned, more than Europe, all right? Speaking of China, I saw a little news bit about it, but I couldn't find it on YouTube, the video, but there's a very short artificial intelligence created short video created by the Chinese government, I'm assuming, is what they're saying. Basically, this thing is mocking Americans. Came out yesterday or last night, but it shows, it's AI generated, but it's showing overweight average looking Americans, male, female, different colors, toiling away in a dingy sweatshop. One guy is this really huge man that's trying to toil away at a sewing machine. Other people are at different kind of machines, male, female. It's so terrible, y'all. It's so bad. You want to talk about insulting? That's what these people think about you. That's what they think about us. I mean, that's the way I'm taking it. I mean, it's a mocking. It's throwing an arrow at you. And what it made me think, and this may not really make sense, but what it made me think of first is this was what they think of us in general. Yeah, we have overweight people. But I think they underestimate us greatly. Maybe the smart ones don't, but many in their government probably underestimate us. It made me think back to World War II, pre-World War II, really, when it is widely believed, and I believe this, that the Japanese Empire greatly underestimated Americans. Now, no doubt they understood that America was a sleeping giant. However, it's widely believed that they thought very less of us, that we were very inferior and to most of the world, and that we were soft, and that we would surrender quickly, that once war got nitty gritty and things really got down and things got rough, that we would try to make a deal quick or surrender quickly, that we didn't have the fortitude, we didn't have the guts, the mojo. They were wrong. They were very wrong, and they learned the hard way. The ultimate example of FOFA. FAFO. Mess around and find out. It's been a long day. Bear with me. It's been a long day, y'all. Since 5:30, 6 a.m. Messed around and found out for sure. But I believe that's kind of what we have here in a way, and that is kind of a scary thought in a way, because if that's true, if they truly underestimate us, some stuff could happen. Hopefully it doesn't, y'all. I don't know. I think more pressing than even that with China going, as far as a kinetic war with China, I think even more pressing, at least right now, is Iran, Iran, however you say it. But we have a lot of military out there in the Mediterranean, in the Red Sea. We have multiple, no less than 3, and we might have 4 carrier groups. That's a lot, y'all. You don't put that much right there with unless you're really about to do something. Now, yeah, show of force, a deterrent, whatever you want to call it, but we have a massive amount of firepower right there. Now, yes, we're at war with Yemen, the Houthis, but we don't need that much firepower to go to war with them, right? So what else is out there? What else are we in range of? Netanyahu came and spent some time in person with Trump this week. That's telling as well, the timing. Think about it. I'm hearing of reports from people, including other creators, including Prepper Now, that they are noticing more military equipment out on the roads, the highways. Now, yes, military equipment gets moved around in peacetime, but it's an uptick in the air as well. So that's something too. Now, I will say, I work down around Athens, and about 2 weeks ago, I noticed, and this may not be related, it might be just training, but it was impressive. I noticed, I'm driving along now, and it's in Athens, It's near downtown, actually, not too far from it. And just out of nowhere, this is a bright sunny day. I look up because I got a good view of it. 2 fighter jets came roaring over. I mean, coming the opposite way that I was at a red light. Came over my position. I didn't have time to get my phone up to take a picture, or I would have loved to videotape or record it. But there was 2 of them, and they either had to be F-35s or F-22s, because I just saw the underbelly pretty much of them. They came over me, and it was like right at my position, it's like they banked. So it was like a pause almost, in a way. It's weird to describe it, but they were roaring in over my position. They banked and took a turn and just screamed away. And I heard them and I saw it, man. And they were pretty dang low. I mean, I got a good view of the underbelly. And it was either F-35. I think they were F-35s because they were good size. Of course, they were low, so they looked bigger. It might have been F-22s, but I think they were 35s. And just streamed away. And I tell you, man, that was impressive. Everybody at red light, we were all just like, but I haven't seen that before. I've never seen that before. Prepper Now said he saw a Warthog, an A-10 Thunderbolt Warthog, I think that's what you call them. I wish I could see that one now. I'm jealous of that. I want to see one of those. I've never seen one of those in person, especially roar right over your head, right? That could be impressive. But anyway, noticing that as well, a build up, a more noticeable presence of military equipment. It could be something to that, about that. So, but I'm thinking April to we're in April, into May sometime. If there's not some deal made as far as a nuclear weapon, or not, Iran not having a nuclear weapon, I think something could go down there. I'm down with that, and something could happen. I think we could hit them and hit them hard, probably with Israel. Maybe Israel taking the lead is my guess. Who knows? But if that does happen, I think we need to keep an eye on that. And I think a lot of people were going to be like, well, dog, that's not going to affect us. Think again, because I don't think it's off the table to think that it could be, we could be hit directly on our soil. Think about it. We don't know what kind of weapons they might have. They're supported. They're allied with Russia and China. So there's a lot they could do. They could hit oil fields. They could hit all kinds of bases of ours. So something to keep an eye on. Something to keep preparing. We have other reasons to keep preparing, of course. But like I mentioned earlier, the stock market really took off. Big time rally. People are freaking out. We're freaking out about taking out the 401k and all that stuff. Just keep the faith. Keep calm, because we know it can go up again, and it did. Now, some people are like, I'm messing with the 401k. I don't trust it. I get that too. I think we could diversify our investments. Not just in money, cash, keep cash out. Yes, keep cash. Cash is king still, y'all. Food, invest in other things like food and water. You can't eat a coin. I'm not knocking it. Gold and silver, absolutely. That's part of it. Gold and silver, precious metals, food and water. Your home, invest in your home, your property, or invest in another property, land. I mean, gosh, that is an appreciating asset. Your automobiles, your equipment, things you need for your business or your work. Invest in it. Keep it good. Our own bodies, our health. Move our bodies as we are able, as we can. We must invest in ourselves. Keep that top notch as we can. Our health. Especially as we're aging. Physical preparedness. It's not talked about enough. I need to work on it myself. Definite improvements need to be made. So what can we do there as well? But let's just keep our preps going, y'all. Let's don't get complacent on that. Let's keep the faith. Let's keep calm. Let's keep watchful. Spiritual prep is number one. Goes before everything else. The others are important too. I'm going to go to a passage. Is this a good one? Okay. I am in 2 Corinthians. This one was read out at the funeral for my aunt a couple of days ago on Monday. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. For we know that if our earthly tent, which is our house, is torn down, we have a building from God, a house not made by hands, but eternal in the heavens. For indeed, in this tent we groan, longing to be clothed with our dwelling from heaven. Again, the first one is, for we know that our earthly tent, which is our house, is torn down. We have a building from God, a house not made by hands, eternal in the heavens. Eternal, that is hope, y'all. That's it's more than encouragement, but it's hope. It's a promise. Keep the faith, stay faithful, because He's faithful. Our bodies are temporary earthly tents. They will eventually break down. They will fail. They're not forever. But He's forever. Jesus is eternal. He's forever. And so will we be with Him. That is a promise. He keeps them. He keeps it. He's faithful. So that is a hope. Carry that with you. Just a reminder. Share your thoughts on these things. Hit the like button if you like the video. It helps us out. If you think this could benefit somebody else, share it. I appreciate it. I don't mind you doing that at all. But let's be safe. Let's keep aware out there. Be alert in your surroundings, aware of your surroundings. Stay close to Jesus. God bless y'all. I will see you soon.